Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoy this week's video because it's one of my favorite cars. It's very spacious, you're gonna love it. And I hope you stay tuned for the whole video because I'll be announcing what car I'm gonna be doing next. It's one of my favorite cars, so I hope you're ready for that. Today we have a 2018 Honda Odyssey. This car is finished in a gorgeous color blue, and it's actually fully loaded. It has everything to expect. The trim level on this car is going to be elite. When it comes to starting price, sticker price, in 2018, this car had a sticker price of $47,000. When it comes to gas mileage, it gets 19 on the city and 28 on the highway. Let's move on to the engine. When it comes to engine on this car, it has a 3.5 liter V6 cylinder engine. Also has 280 horsepower. It goes 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. Moving on to the door. The door is actually more high-tech because it's a van. There's a lot more stuff going on in the door. So like all the window controls are on the door. These are going to be your window controls, your mirror controls. You got your seat adjustments at the top. A nice like cubby area, like a lot of storage in the door. Right there are going to be a couple buttons like control the doors and everything. And that's overall the door by itself. When it comes to these buttons over here, you got your van doors, like they're sliding doors. So you have two buttons to open them. They're in the reach of the driver. You got your trunk button right there. All your parking sensors over here. Coming down here, you got your parking brake. So if you push the brake in and pull it, it'll engage the parking brake. If you push it in and pull it again, it'll disengage the parking brake. Right there's going to be your brake hold. So if you're at a long red light and you're tired of keeping your leg on the brake, you could press that. It'll hold the brake in for you, and then whenever you want to start again, you can just hit the gas and keep moving. Now moving on to the steering wheel and entertainment system area. So this steering wheel is actually the same steering wheel that's been continued into the 2019 model. So if you would like me to go more in depth on the steering wheel, watch the video, the 2019 Honda Odyssey, Honda Pilot video. I go more in depth on the steering wheel in that. It's in the description below. Now coming to the entertainment system, if I hit the brake and press a button, a start button, everything turns on, and like you got your small animation in the center, like the Honda, like the stripes, the color stripes, they come on. So you in older Honda models, the gear lever used to be like by the air vent, you could pull it down. But now they changed it and put it in the center. So if you would like to go to reverse, you press the brake, pull down the reverse button, press the brake, push the neutral if you want to go to neutral, press the brake, push drive if you want to go to drive or like shift mode. Putting it back in park. Over here you got your like more like airbag sensors and stuff. You also have on the other side auto start and stop. And those are going to be your heated and cooling seats for the passenger and driver. That's your auto start and stop. What that means is whenever you're at like a long light, the car will turn off to save energy. That's snow mode right there. What that does, it changes, like if it's snowing, the tires will like be equipped for like snow, so you could change it between snow and normal. And right there is going to be econ mode, so it's like eco-friendly mode, which makes the car a lot more better. Now right here are going to be your like climate controls. You got your front climate and rear climate. Right there are going to be your fan high and low adjustments. Right there, your rear and front defrost. This is your on and off for the whole climate control. Your driver temperature control and passenger temperature control over there. Now coming to the main like system. One cool thing is if you slide to the back, you got cabin watch. What that does, it lets you like see like your passengers in the back, what they're doing, and like you could like just it's like a view, so you know they're not doing anything wrong. And another special feature is going to be cabin talk. What this lets you do is like you could talk to the whole cabin. So it's like everybody in the back, you could talk to them. Or if they're like watching something on the TV, you could talk to them through their headphones. It lets you toggle between headphones and speaker. You could turn the speaker off, just talk to the headphones, talk on both. And if you like just want to say something and then like talk to someone else and then talk again, you could turn the mic on and off whenever needed. So going back home, it comes to another special thing is navigation. Navigation is very like it's not that great, but it's okay is what I'd like to say. So Garmin is the one that does navigation for this Honda Odyssey, and most Hondas, as my knowledge, this is not that clear. Like, it's not as fast as like a Tesla would be, but it's getting there. I could say Honda's improving a lot. Like, in terms of like older models, they've made a big step. They've improved a lot more. So this could be your center console like storage area. So you got a nice storage down there. This is like your storage for your passenger driver. You got your glove box right there to the side. Right here you also got like a storage cubby. You pull it out. It's like you could store stuff in there, push it in the back now. Now coming to the back seats. The back seats are very interesting. Why I say this is because you could also put a middle seat in there. Like, if you want, you could take it out, and you could move these seats around. Like, if I were to pull that in, I could push it all the way so that it joins both of those, and it makes a more easier pathway for like people to get into the third row. And you can push them back. The other seat also does the same thing. Right here, you got your close and open buttons. So that's like the new feature in like the newer models. So you could push to open, it'll open the door. Like, if you're inside, you could close it from inside instead of like having to pull the lever and it closing manually. So now moving on to the trunk. The trunk is very interesting because it's got a lot of cool gadgets and stuff inside. You could push the button on the back or hold the trunk release button on the key, which the trunk will automatically open up by itself. And why I say this trunk is very interesting is because on the side, it's got a vacuum. So if I were to open that up, you got an actual vacuum, like stuff all the way. Like, you got a wire. It goes all the way to the middle seat. So it's a large vacuum, I could say that. On the other side, you got your storage. It's like a deep cubby. You could put anything you want in there. Like, it's just a storage. Now, I'll show you, like, you might be wondering, where's the third row? So if you pull those seats up from the bottom, and then there's also a rope at the end. If you tug that, the seat will come up, giving you a complete third row. So you could push the third row away. You could also have the third row. So that's just a lot of comfortability in this car. That's why I say it's very spacious. Now, when it comes to like how do you close the trunk, you could hit that button at the top right there, or do what you did to open it. So you take the key and hit the same button you did to open it, hold it down, and the trunk will automatically close by itself. So now let's talk about the cool things you could do with the key. So you could hit the unlock button, that'll open up all the doors. Lock button locks the doors. Those two buttons in the middle open up the van doors. So they're sliding doors. So you hold the left button down and it'll open the left door. Right button opens the right door. Hold it down again, closes it both. And that button right there is going to be your start and stop. So you lock the car, hold it for 5 seconds, the car will turn on. And this is like if it's cold outside, you could start it from your house and it'll heat up while you're waiting, while you're doing something in the house. To turn it off, you just hold it down for 2 seconds, the car turns off. And the last button is going to be your trunk release button. So I went over that in the last clip. So how to open the windows. You lock the car and hold the unlock button down. That'll open up all the windows. So now moving on to how to close the windows. You can't actually do it from the key fob. You have to actually insert the key into the driver's side door. So you take the key out from the key fob on the back, insert it in the driver's side door, turn it towards your right, and the windows will close all by themselves. So that's it for this week's video. If you liked it, please hit the like button, also subscribe. And one key thing is I would like all you guys to do is to comment down below what cars you would like to see, and if you have any cars that I could review, please DM me on Instagram. That would be wonderful. Also, I hope you turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I post a new video. I'll be back next week with one interesting car. Hope you're ready for it.